7:30 p.m. tonight, we have the goodies. But before that, sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
We really need to work on this. Anyway, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm Alexander. I'm in San Francisco. You have reached the Thamesmen, and you are in the middle of Australia Week 3. Congratulations.
Aha. Well, and thank you for being here. You know, you've inspired us. You have driven us. You have heckled us and said, you got to do Australia Week 4, 3, 4, and 5. You know who you are who said that.
Some people were saying Australia month. A lot of people have asked for this guy again, John Farnham.
Yeah. Well, we liked what he did. We've seen him a couple of times now, haven't we? You know,
we were chuckling before because a lot of people in the comments were saying,
he's known as the voice.
And I'd always reply, is that because of his hair? And then a lot of people would reply back, go, no, it's because of his voice. That always got me that people actually bothered replying back to that or went for the bait, you know what I mean?
It's like fishing, isn't it?
It's a fishing.
Yeah. Always like to go good fishing.
I find myself quite funny.
Well, we're easily amused, aren't we? Simple folk, easily amused.
And it is us in the comments as well. We do every single comment. We make no money out of this. All the money goes to the artist, quite rightly so. We're two fathers with jobs and two old friends. We do this purely because we love music and we love hanging out together.
And we like amusing ourselves, you know?
And the only two things which really encourage us is one is obviously when people subscribe because we know that we're doing something good and people watching. Otherwise, and the other, we don't know people are watching otherwise. And the other thing is the comments. And I love the comment. And when we did Australia Week 1 and 2, the comments was just so healthy because sometimes they can get super toxic. But Australia was great.
I don't think we've had super toxic. We've had the occasional people like calling us a donkey and things, but in Russian. But that's okay. I can get by that. The
Russians. When I said that singer had a dick.
you didn't say that words exactly. You implied.
I said she pisses standing up.
Yeah, we say let's not repeat it, shall we? We've been through that.
We're friends. We're with Australians. They'll understand. She had a very deep voice, and I didn't allude to anything. All I said, she just stood pissing up,
and it upset a lot of people.
A lot of people. We were basically getting death threats.
Well, it's a good job that they've gone to war with Ukraine. So now it's okay to be nasty to Russians because before we're trying to be polite and then, it didn't really work out, did it, for us? So
I'm not going to mention her name, the singer, because she doesn't deserve being ridiculed as a very, but...
No, it wasn't ridiculed. It was a joke at the time, wasn't it?
That was rude of me. But the comments that we got in Russian, which I translated them all out of pure...
We should have made, what are those things, the word map? Where you paste them all up in a poster.
I said it before. The Russians swear so goddamn well. I mean, you're the one that reminded me. Your mother smells of cat piss. Is that a common thing in Russia?
I'm not asking for it, but I reckon the Aussies could outswear the Russians. So we better be nice. Otherwise, because we wouldn't need a translation for what they could say. I'm pretty sure they got some pretty harsh words if they had.
I have loved every single track that we've done. Yeah. And we got a secret. We have Chris. Hello, Chris. How you doing, my man? Chris is our music curator. He's down in Australia. He's in
Melbourne,
big, hairy, lovely guy who is a walking encyclopedia. So, obviously when we turn, and he helps us pull the weeks together when we do special weeks. And when we do Aussie Week, he just runs a lot. And as such, what are his notes on this track?
Well, so we're going to do John Farnham, Farnsey, as they like to say. And this is
because of his hair.
Yeah, because of his hair. Exactly. Yeah, there you got it. And it's 1986, and it's You're the Voice is the track. So this is written by an incredible collection of songwriters. Andy Quinita of Icehouse, Keith Reid of Procol Harum, Maggie Ryder, backup singer for a lot of big bands, and Chris Thompson and Manfred Mann. Wow, that's kind of cool. John's manager, Glenn Wheatley, famously mortgaged his house to pay for the album to be made. This was Australian Song of the Year in 1987 after shooting straight to number 1. It has also had considerable success in Europe, being top 10 in a number of countries, including the UK. The US record label chose to have Heart record the song instead of releasing the Farnham version. Okay, but for Heart's done some great stuff, I must say. But anyway, this is from the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra gig, because if you can have an orchestra as a backing band, why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Well, I know it was UC. Chris says it was big in UK. I have never heard it. Maybe
maybe who knows? Yeah, because
maybe we were just listening. You were listening, obviously listening to Kajakuku at the time.
No, you were the Kajakuku because you had the bleach blonde tips, mate.
They were frosty tips. I told you 1,000 times they were frost tips.
Sorry. I had the denim waistcoat with the cut off arms and the studs on the back. That was me.
What do you mean did? Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. 1970 called. They want their gear back.
Anyway, so Fonzie, John Farnham. And so I imagine this was the same gig that we saw him do Help, which was his encore, which was amazing.
Yeah, so that was our introduction.
Oh, I think we did one other track with him, didn't we? Actually, before Help, that was our second track.
One with Barnsey. Did he do a duet?
A duet with Barnsey. Yeah, he did a Barnsey. Yeah.
So this is
Barnsey and Fonzie. So yeah,
Barnsey and Fonzie. But really, the one that completely blew the doors off was Help for me.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, gobsmacking.
Yeah, brilliant. So I can't wait. So this is John Farnham, and You're the Voice.
You are the voice. I'm making the song up now before I've heard it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. To do.
It's just
fine. This could be a program. You give me the title. I'll sing what I think the song is, and then we listen to it.
Do we have to?
No. But
could I just listen to the original, please?
Well, what would you do? It's called You Are the Voice. How do you think it goes? I think it goes like this. You are the voice.
You are
the people. All right, let's do it.
Oh, God. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Make it
brilliant.
No human should have that range.
And make it so effortless.
I mean, no human should have that range. I mean, it's supernatural. I mean, like, it's such an amazing voice. Yes, he's called The Voice, but such an amazing voice.
It was, but like he like so natural with it. It was just like I don't know. It just comes out without like any effort, and it is modulated, and he's got the microphone technique, and he's got still the time to throw the mic stand in the air or pick it up with his foot or give a little wink to a guy in the audience or a girl in the audience and just be absolutely in the moment.
And he looks like such a normal bloke. He could probably do a couple of lines, turn around, make a small brick wall, absolutely perfect, and then pick the mic up and then clear up with the wheelbarrow. He just effortless. But he's got like his voice must be like 1 in a billion.
Yeah,
because it is effortless.
Yeah,
and the top notes he gets, and he doesn't strain.
Yeah,
and he can put intonation in, and he can. Yeah, it's amazing.
I'd also like to say about like production and songwriting, in that, you know, we yesterday I think it was yesterday, we did Billy Thorpe, and we did a 1964 song, which was Poison Ivy, which was lovely. It was great. And it was of a time. Now we've moved on to an era where it is arranged and written, and just like the level of complexity and layers built into the music. And then they could play it. They didn't sequence it. They didn't like edit the hell out of it. They could actually play that, you know, and it was brilliant.
Let's go back to the songwriting. So you had 3 amazing songwriters create that track. And when it was read out, I thought, why? What? And then you listen to the track, and it was so well written. Yeah. So exceptionally, like, professionally well written. Mm-hmm. The hook on it was mind blowing, and it was. You felt like it was like a really well polished written song by professionals. And then, as you said, how you're the audio guy. How do they mic and mix all that?
Yeah, and the other thing I also love was the sort of, or it's always amazing to me is like, you see so many bands, they're in a room, they're together, they're really close together, and they're all. But when you do it with a full orchestra, you see how far apart the whole band gets all pushed apart. But they still, obviously, they've got monitors and in-ears and wedges and speakers and things like that. But it's still like it's a different thing to play when you've got so much space between all the musicians, you know, because you aren't that physical connection, you know.
Yeah. But just even getting monitors for that many inputs. I mean, so what do you want through your monitor for the orchestra? Yeah, I mean, right. And then how many people in the orchestra? What do they want? What do they want? The drums? Do they want the bass? How much of the bass do you want in the? You know, and so you got monitors everywhere. Then, I mean, it's so complex, and it was mixed so exceptionally well. The orchestra. Obviously, it's, you know, Melbourne's Australia's finest orchestra, played superbly.
Yeah, and they were having fun with it as well, weren't they? You know, it was like it was great. But okay, I've heard that track. So but where have I heard it?
Like a film, like a 1980s film?
Yeah, it was definitely a soundtrack or something, or a movie, or a. I'm sure it was. I don't know if it was that version or if it was the Heart version, but the track of apps, and maybe we heard it back in the charts in England.
Maybe it was a soundtrack in your life as you try to get off with a girl at a party, and that song would just run through your head.
I've never done that.
Get off a girl at the party,
despite trying. But
and then we'll end up in the kitchen talking about music.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone else has shunned us.
Or try to open the party 8 without it exploding across the kitchen.
You and your denim, and me and my frosty tips. Frosty Tips and Denim. That'd be a good name for
that's a good band name, isn't it? Yeah,
Frosty Tips and Denim.
And they're Party 8. Oh, those are the days. Anyway, no, fantastic. But if anyone could just remind me, is it a movie? Was it? Which version was it? Because that is so familiar.
Maybe it was just such a 80s anthem that it has seeped into the whole decade.
Yeah,
so it's, you know,
it was like, very familiar.
Yeah,
very familiar.
Maybe it's such a great song that it seeped into our psyche of the 80s, and when we watch this grainy video and we have that music, it's just like, yeah, maybe we're just reminiscing the 80s, and we don't know why. It's just dripped into us.
Yeah, it was a great song, and the lyrics were great as well, and it was perfect. Really, really.
Did you see
good.
what he did with the mic stand?
Yeah, it was pretty, just disappeared.
Yeah. But then do you see him how he picked it up?
Yeah, he kicked it up and caught it again.
No, the guy's just whilst he had a small omelette going.
Yeah, and he built that brick wall behind him.
And he fed the family and raised some money for the orphans down the road. Just an all-round nice guy, and he owned a bar.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So he's the dude. He's the dude. So.
Well, he's called The Voice. You know why he's called The Voice now?
Because of his brick walls?
Because of his hair. Thank you, Australia. We'll see you tomorrow with more of your most amazing music, because that was brilliant. Obviously, I'm going to get a hairbrush, stand in front of a mirror, make myself a mullet, and sing that to perfection.
Yeah, let's record that. Okay. No.
Bonus track for Channel 2. Take care. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.